Today, we're breaking down something most people overcomplicate. Fat loss isn't being sabotaged by mystery hacks or rare metabolic disorders. It's being slowed down by everyday habits that quietly stack against you. No fluff, no extremes, just real world factors backed by physiology, behavior, and nutrition science. So let's go. Number one is not drinking enough water. This one gets dismissed constantly, but hydration has a measurable metabolic effect. In a study published in Obesity, 173 participants showed that independent of diet and exercise, higher water intake led to significantly greater fat loss. And in clinical endocrinology and metabolism, drinking 500 milligrams of water increased resting energy expenditure by up to 25% within 60 minutes, driven by thermogenesis and osmotic regulation as the body restores balance. In simple terms, water isn't just hydration, it's a metabolic signal. Number two, training too hard and moving less after. This is the hidden fat loss killer. You crush a workout, then unknowingly reduce NEAT, which is a non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Fewer steps, more sitting, lower spontaneous movement. You burned 400 calories in the gym, but erased it by walking 6,000 fewer steps that day. Fat loss is a total daily output game, not a workout reward system. Number three is not getting enough polyphenols. Everyone talks about fiber for gut health, but polyphenols may be more impactful. Polyphenols act as prebiotics, feeding beneficial gut bacteria, anti-inflammatory compounds, postbiotic modulators, influencing metabolites from gut health. So found in berries, green tea, coffee, cocoa, colorful fruits, and plant extracts. They reduce inflammation signaling pathways that can interfere with insulin sensitivity and fat metabolism. Number four is avoiding protein shakes. Protein shakes aren't just convenient calories, they directly affect appetite hormone. Whey protein increases GLP-1, same pathway targeted by drugs like semaglutide. Whey protein also increases PYY, which is a satiety hormone. Research and advances in nutrition shows whey can significantly reduce appetite post-consumption. So the translation, a protein shake can literally reduce your next meal intake. Number five, fat-burning fat misconception. Eating fat doesn't automatically burn fat unless you're in a ketogenic state where fat oxidation is prioritized. Added dietary fat is still calorie-dense fuel. Butter coffee, tallow-heavy meals, fat stacking without protein priority equals easy surplus. Fat loss still requires energy balance control. Number six, always being in fueling mode. Modern eating habits have erased hunger awareness. Constant pre-fueling, snacking, and intra-workout eating reduces natural hunger signaling. This prevents metabolic flexibility, the ability to switch between glucose and stored fat. Number seven, mixing high fat with high carbs. This combination can blunt fat oxidation. Mechanistically, carbs increase insulin. Insulin suppresses hormone-sensitive lipase, and fat oxidation slows. So when fat plus carbs are combined heavily in one meal, you're biasing storage over burning. Also, this has a negative effect on the immune cells because they have a difficult ability choosing between either fats as a fuel source or carbohydrates as a fuel source. Number 8, liquid calories, such as smoothies, shakes, coffees with additives. These bypass satiety systems. Unlike solid food, they reduce chewing feedback, lower GLP-1 response, and then enter circulation faster. The result is calories without fullness signaling. This also means that you're going to eat more. Also, the lowering of the GLP-1 is linked to higher blood glucose levels, meaning that tumors and cancer cells are going to have more access to that glucose as fuel. Number 9, not eating enough protein. Protein is the foundation. Higher protein preserves lean mass, increases thermic effect of food, improves satiety signaling. Low protein means higher hunger, lower metabolic efficiency. Number 10 is alcohol consumption. Alcohol affects GABA signaling, temporary sedation, not true rest, sleep architecture disruption, visceral fat accumulation tendencies. It also diverts metabolic priority toward alcohol clearance over fat oxidation. If visceral fat accumulates, then that could release cytokines such as interleukin 6, which causes iron to be trapped in macrophages, leading to an iron deficiency. Forcing post-workout eating. There's no biological requirement to eat immediately post-training. Muscle protein synthesis remains elevated for up to 24 hours. Forcing calories right after training often leads to unnecessary surplus intake. Ignoring micronutrients. Micronutrients regulate metabolic enzymes involved in energy production, hormone signaling, and fat oxidation. Deficiencies such as iron, magnesium, zinc, B vitamins can impair metabolic efficiency. There's some bonuses. Zinc can help bind cadmium because cadmium is a class 1 carcinogen. Magnesium, as you've seen my other videos on lysosomes, if you have seen those videos, if you haven't, feel free to see them. But magnesium repairs lysosomal membrane peroxidation. One of the last mistakes is not taking breaks from food. Chronic eating keeps insulin elevated and glucagon suppressed. Strategic breaks allow insulin reduction, increased fat mobilization, improved metabolic flexibility, especially for the immune cells, because they're either choosing between fats as fuel or sugar as fuel. So this is where fasting windows or meal spacing matter. So fat loss isn't about finding one perfect trick. It's about removing friction from biology, hydration, movement, protein, satiety signaling, emotional regulation, and energy balance. Fix these variables, and fat loss stops being mysterious and starts becoming predictable. Keep it locked in here on my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.